and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. How are you all? Minnie is going mental. I've done a little crisp packet for her. You know, like when you make a crisp packet into a ball. It's like the best toy she's ever had in her life. All the bloody things we've bought her, and she's interested in a bit of old crisp packet. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today. Today is my July at the moment video. So July at the moment videos are videos I tend to do sort of halfway through the month, where I talk about what books I'm reading at the moment, what TV shows I'm watching at the moment, what's the last film I saw, etc. Minnie, no. You're getting in my bag of lights. Why are you so naughty today? She's got, like, everywhere she goes, she gets loads of dust attached to her face. Come and say hello. Yes. And what have you got on your face there? Bit of polystyrene. Get down, stop being naughty. Go and sleep somewhere. She normally sleeps all day during the day, but she's been very, very sprightly and excitable. So yes, as I said, at the moment videos are videos where I talk about things that I'm doing at the moment. I will start with the song that I've been listening to at the moment. Now, I don't listen to very current music. That's a disclaimer. I just don't. I listen to music that I used to listen to when I used to go out clubbing circa 2010 and sort of maybe like a bit of pop music, but David and I have Spotify, and they create playlists for you made out of what you're listening to, and a song that has been appearing on this playlist they've made for me is Say You Won't Let Go by James Arthur, which actually reduced me to tears the other day. So that was quite something on the drive into work. It's a song about meeting someone and then falling in love with them and then spending your life with them all the way through getting old, and even when you're ghosts still being in love. And it's just, I mean, I really like James Arthur's voice anyway. He won the X Factor. I didn't watch the series that he won the X Factor, but he's got a very raspy, sort of gravelly voice, and very, like, it's just very, very nice to listen to. And this song I just really, really liked, and I've listened to it quite a lot, and I might even go and listen to it in a minute when I'm making my lunch. So that song is the song that I've been listening to at the moment. The most recent film that I've watched, I haven't seen a film since the end of June, and I have already spoken about that film in my June favourites, and that was Ocean's 8. I saw that at the cinema, which is a remake of Ocean's 11. Now, I must have seen Ocean's 11, but I don't remember seeing it. But I bloody loved Ocean's 8. I really, really liked it when I was watching it. And then when I came out, I was like, oh, I'd sit through that and watch that again. And I really feel like that's a good sign of a film. If you're watching a film and then you think, oh, I'd watch that again, like as soon as it's finished. We got that before David and I watched About Time at the cinema, and we really, really loved that. That was years ago, but like that's one of the films I remember seeing at the cinema and thinking, oh, I'd watch that again. So yeah, so I'm really excited about that coming out on Blu-ray so I can watch that again. But that was the last film I watched, which was at the end of June. Now, David and I have just moved into our new place, and we've been living with family members for 3 weeks. So that's sort of why we haven't been watching anything. But more on that later. My favourite, my most recent TV show I've been watching. Now, as I said, we haven't really been settled anywhere in order to get into any TV shows, but we did stay a week with my sister and her husband, and they are both very fond of a programme called Escape to the Chateau. Now, David and I heard about this programme when my sister moved house earlier this year. We went round to help do a bit of painting, etc. And I had my hair up in a headscarf, a bit like they would wear. I guess it's like a wartime thing. Maybe it originates from. And when we arrived, my mum and my sister both said, "Oh, you look like Dick and Angel," and we didn't know who these people were. And it turns out that they're from this programme called Escape to the Chateau, and they have bought a chateau in France, and they are doing it up. Now, we watched a few episodes completely out of time, so we haven't watched them in any continuity whilst we were at my sister and her husband's house, and we really enjoyed what we saw. And then when we stayed with David's parents were also watching it. So that is one of the things that we've sort of been semi-watching over the past few weeks, but now that we have got our internet back, that is definitely something that I'm going to be binge watching, because I feel like I really like interior design and things like that. I haven't got like the best eye for it. I feel like I'm getting a bit better, but those two people, it just feels like something that David and I would both really, really enjoy. So that's something that we're going to be getting a little bit more into. The most recent, the books that I'm reading at the moment, I'm reading 3 books at the moment. I'm listening to the audiobook of Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. Oh my goodness me, the glare on that is just unbelievable. Life After Life by Kate Atkinson is a book that I've read a few years ago. It's actually one of my favourite books of a few years ago, and I've been meaning to reread it because they've got a book that runs alongside, Kate Atkinson has written a book that runs alongside it called A God in Ruins, which follows the main character from Life After Life, Ursula, her brother Teddy. And I've been meaning to read it, and I kept promising myself that I would reread Life After Life and then go into A God in Ruins. So I thought, when I had a credit the other day, I was like, oh, I'll listen to that. Now, on Audible, I normally listen to non-fiction, but occasionally I listen to a sort of a novel or a literary fiction. I listened to Rebecca recently, but yeah, so I know the story anyway. I really enjoy it. It's taken me a bit more time, maybe, to get into the audiobook of it compared to how much I was straight into the book when I was reading it, but it's just got to the bit where things sort of start to make a bit more sense, and I've got more of a grasp on the story. And I do remember feeling that there was like a that click was awful, a point like that when I was reading the book. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a lot more enjoyment out of that. And I'm also started, these two I've just picked up today. It's Friday, and I've got the day off work today, and I plan to sort of start reading this, and I've made such a dent in these already. It's only midday and I've already finished 2 books and started 2 books today, and that is The History of Bees by Maya Lund. Now I'm doing this, this is my book club online that I'm reading this at the moment. This is a story about, well, it's predominantly about people, but the thread that runs through these people that you're finding out about is bees. It's set in 3 different time zones. It's set in London in 1852, where it follows a chap called William, who just seems to be sort of like lazing about. He's just been in bed with an illness. I haven't found out what that illness is yet, but he's just got out of bed and he's decided he's going to make something of his life. His children and his wife have been like, please get out of bed, please do something, and he's just got out of bed and has looked at a book about bees. Then it's set in United States in sort of modern day, which is 2007, where you follow George and his wife Emma and their son Tom, and they work on they own a bee farm. And then you're also following Chateau in China in 2098, where her and her husband and they work doing artificial pollination, and it sounds like they've got horrifically tough lives, and they've got a 3-year-old son, and it's sort of come to light that when the children are 8, they go and work on these artificial pollination things. I'm just bloody absolutely absorbed in it. It's 66 pages in, and I really haven't been able to put it down. I'm about to have my lunch and read a bit more. Absolutely lovely, so readable, and I'd love multiple perspectives, but multiple perspectives over different times, particularly a time in the UK which I really like reading about, so the 19th century. I'm just bloody loving this. So yeah, really enjoying that. And then I've also just picked up 101 Things You Need to Know About Suffragettes. This is a library book, that's why it's shiny. And this is from the same people. I mentioned this in my haul recently, Maggie Andrews and Janice Lomas, who wrote A History of Women in 100 Objects, which is a book I really enjoyed. And I saw this on my librry website and I was like, oh, I'll get that out. So I'm only on number 6, but yeah, I don't know anything really about women's suffrage, which is disgusting, but as a sort of like to make you feel better about me, is that I haven't done history at school past the age of 13, so I'm really looking into things like this now. Please forgive me. So yeah, and then online and YouTube, which are my last 2 sections. So as I said, David and I haven't been anywhere to have internet. Internet has arrived in our flat today. We are so happy. I've been filming here and then nipping round to my sister's to upload. My goodness me, that girl has the most speediest upload speed ever. In David and I last flat, I would have to upload videos like overnight, or it would take like 4 or 5 hours to upload a video. Round our house, Charlotte's house, about 5 minutes. So we've got a similar internet which has been fitted today. So we're really hoping that means that we can, that the upload speed will be zoomy. So online, haven't really done anything, but we've just got the internet back, and what we're mainly excited about, getting back into Netflix. I haven't been on Netflix for 3 weeks. Hopefully there's some new films, hopefully there's some new TV series. We're both desperate to watch. I haven't even seen the first season of Glow. I watched the first 2 episodes and then I didn't watch any more. So I feel like we're going to watch the first season of Glow. David's going to rewatch it and I'm going to watch it, and then we're going to get onto the 2nd season, and then we're going to watch a film tonight, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing online. Now YouTube, videos that I've been watching on YouTube, and I don't know if this this does count, but I've sort of been watching them on like Instagram or Facebook, and they're just snips, but it is clips of the new Doctor Who. So for those who don't watch Doctor Who is I don't even even need to fucking explain what Doctor Who is. So the new Doctor from Doctor Who is starting this autumn, and it's a female, it's a girl, and it's played by the actress Jodie Whittaker, who I really, really love anyway, and she's got a sort of crew of people behind her, Mandip Gill being one of the actresses who I also really, really like. She was in Hollyoaks when I watched Hollyoaks many years ago, which is a soap, but pretty naff, and I always thought she was a very good actress then. So yeah, it's amazing that she is now in Doctor Who, and I'm just so excited. And whenever I see clips of Doctor Who as a female, like Jodie being the Doctor, I actually cry. I cry tears of joy, where I'm so happy and excited that something so mainstream has now got a woman at the helm of it. And I just feel like, in terms of telly come the autumn, it's just going to be so women-led and so amazing. I feel emotional now, because we're going to have a female Doctor Who. Strictly Come Dancing, which is one of my favourite programmes ever, has got two female presenters, two female judges, one of those judges being the head judge. It's led by an absolute cast of amazing female dancers. There's male dancers as well, but I feel like the female dancers are the stars of the show. And when I see these clips about Doctor Who being a female, I just think, yes, like Saturday night is going to be so female-led and so amazing from now on. So that is the last thing that I've been doing at the moment. So that is what I've been up to at the moment. Let me know what TV you've been watching. Let me know what films you've been watching. Let me know what you've been watching on YouTube, doing online, books, songs, everything. Love to hear it. And I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video. Goodbye!